Strength through will is how we can reverse the perversion of values that have been instilled in you, in me, and all our brethren, insidiously through generations of ancestral oppression. Though it stood with as much superhuman endurance as anyone could, it left a deep impression. Invisible scars that have caused us to devolve into a state of unconsciousness so malignant, we've nearly forgotten we're not a problem to be solved. We always been the solution they seek to dissolve, with the illusion of ties that bind us to a system that blinds, of most vicious design, which is to free no man. Only together, through sharing of wisdom, can we heal the wounds of division, forever sealing that evil incision, and finally deprogram.
Welcome to the Deprogram Show. I'm your host, RMJR. We got a very special guest in the building. Used to be a former member of CTE. You might know him as Slicc Pulla. Some might know him as Uzzial. I know him as my brother, Uzzial. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, comrade? What's going on?
Man, it's a pleasure to have you on the show today, man. Honestly, man, I've been telling my viewers, those who offline, I said, man, I'm trying to link up with the brother. And this before I even knew what you was on, you know what I'm saying? You know me and you done had previous conversations off here. So
right.
For those who don't know, man, this ain't music related. This just life related. So tell the people what you've been up to lately. First of all, just tell them, how did you transition from Slicc Pulla, Uzzial, and now Uzzial?
Hey man, it's it's levels of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Slick. Of course, it is what it is. With that Slick, it is what it is. It say what it say. Okay. Then we go from Uzzial, which we think, you know what I'm saying? Uzzial is war, tyrant, and the Uzzial is next level of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? I went from Uzzial to Uzzial, next level of consciousness. If you ain't not next level of consciousness, and if you ain't positive, then you can keep me out the mix. You know what I'm saying? So we just go, we step up levels. You know what I'm saying? It's like you grow. You know what I'm saying? We all was raised in this system. So, some things we don't know better. Then once we start knowing better, then we can start doing better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So tell the people what you learned to help you do better being in your transitioning.
Well, the main thing I learned in my transition to do better was those statutes and them laws. You know what I'm saying? Those are gonna make you a better man. It ain't gonna have no choice but to make you a better man when you stick on them laws and statutes, because you can't be the same person, or you can't be the old person and even do the laws and the statutes. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? Because the statutes go against everything that we once was formerly doing.
Okay. I'm gonna play dumb for a second. Tell the people what you mean by laws and statutes.
When I say the laws and the statutes, I'm talking about the commandments and I'm talking about the 10 commandments and the laws. You know what I'm saying? The 613 laws that was given.
Okay.
Which was spoken from Meshach to the children of Yasharal. Meshach is Moses, you know what I'm saying? Children of Yasharal, children of Israel.
Okay. So is it safe to say that you found that we are, and you know what I mean by we, for those who don't know, I say that the quote unquote African Americans are the children of Israel?
Yeah, it's a definite fact that we are. It's even language, it's even certain words that we were saying, or that our ancestors were saying in the fields. Okay, you had words like master. A lot of people think master is broken language for master. No, that's an actual word. Master means burden. Okay, then you have kumbaya. Kum means come in, come. Ba means stand up, enter. Yahuwah Almighty. You see what I'm saying? And then, even like the brothers and sisters in Savannah, you got the Gullah culture. Gullah is also a Shemitic term, an Ivory term, which means bowl or basin. So the evidence of who we are is even in some of the words today. They're not to mention the curses of Deuteronomy 28. You know what I'm saying?
And so what is the reaction that people give you who know you from being Slicc and Uday? What's the reaction you get now being Uzzial?
I mean, you know, all the Halalyahu, that actually the reaction has been it's been great. People, a lot of people saying good, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's been a lot of respect with the transition. Now if they believe who they are or not, but they're not really saying that, but they are respecting it, but they are respecting what I'm saying. And that's only, you know what I'm saying, that's all esteem the Yahuwah for that. You know what I'm saying? That's not on me, that's on, you know, that's through the strength of him. So it's being respected now. If somebody believes that they are the children of Yahshua, they're not really saying, well, I don't believe I am. They just saluting the transition for me going to what I once was and what I am now.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I seen you on Be High and you was talking about the pump faking. So let me ask you, religion-wise, what is the biggest pump fake in religion?
The biggest pump fake in religion is actually just the implement of that term. Religion comes from a root word, or comes from a Latin root word, religare, which means to hold back or restrain. So right there, if you're under a religion, that right there, that root word is telling me if you're under a religion, you're being held back or restrained from the real truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest pump fake. Once that was implemented, then man could put their doctrines or their dogmas onto what was originally meant for us.
So have you witnessed being awakened by Yah, how far the whole, like you said, it's the whole aspect. Me growing up, I thought that I was supposed to be a Christian. And then they tell us, what's one of the terms they tell us when you in Christianity, they say that Yah is sending his son to come back for the Christians. But when you read the scriptures and really dive deep in the scripture, it say he coming back for the children of Israel. So that to me, I was like, wow.
And see what's going on now is you have people who don't even know what the origins of the religions they are under started from. Just like on with Christianity, that's really sun worship. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know it. They don't even know that the cross stands for Tammuz. You know what I'm saying? Because in Acts in the 16:11, King James, it says Hamashiach was hung on a tree. If you go on the Strong's Concordance, when you hit the concordance on that, it's going to say a stake, a tree, a stake. It's not going to say a cross. That cross is for Tammuz. See, these religions, they have logos. You know what I'm saying? You got to peep the logos. You know what I'm saying? You got Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Okay. We have with Christianity, we have the cross, which is the T for Tammuz. Okay, with Judaism, one of the commandments says that you make no graven images above the Shemayim, below, or on the earth. So therefore, what they try to say is for the star of Dawood is definitely not. It's no logos. It's no logos with this. That's the star Molech. With Islam, you see the moon and the crescent. So you got moon worship. You know, all these are going to fall into Shaitan, but you got moon worship, and then you got the star Molech, and then you got the Tifa Tammuz. But the current followers of these religions, some know and some don't know. And see, that's what and then see it backs up the root word, religare, which means to hold you back or restrain you from the true truth. And the truth, you know what I'm saying, from the truth of the scriptures.
Yeah.
Religion was invented, long story short, religion was invented to hold you back from Yah.
And I done been knee deep in it. And once I really let Yah teach me through the Ruach, I was like, okay, I see this, and once I start sharing it, people like, man, you tripping, you crazy, what's going on? Now, like, look here, I'm going by the script. Now, this is the script we all supposed to be going by, but when it line up, y'all ain't quite going by the script. And then you mentioned the Star of David. It's like
it is no Star of David. It's no graven images. It's no graven images. We don't do logos. We don't do no logos over here. You see what I'm saying? So what they'll try to say is that's two dialects, because you know the dialect. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the dialect which represents door. I mean, meaning the dialect is the door. It looks kind of like a triangle. You know what I'm saying? So what they're trying to say is that's two dialects. No, that's game. That's the Star of Molech, the Star of Satan.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, because I've noticed the brothers who consider themselves Hebrew Israelites or Israelites on the corner, some of them wear the Star of David. Why you think that is?
I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I don't know. But I know there's no grip. But I know. But like I say, what I do is I line everything up with the scriptures. I know the scriptures that says that make no graven image, meaning it's no logos.
Yeah. And then
I look at it like this: whatever is disagreed upon, or whatever is agreed upon, or whatever some people think somebody just talking about. You know, when that great day come, everything gonna get straightened up. Then, you know, we gonna know who was in order. We gonna know who was out of order that day. You see what I'm saying? So what I do is I don't, I don't get into the confusion with folks, and you know what I'm saying? Cause first of all, I know how I am, and then also I know that where there's confusion in the mix, we know it's Shaitan. So what we do is we gonna go by our fruits and our deeds and our actions until that great day. We're gonna keep our lamps full. And then when the review comes up, when the tape review comes up, because everything that's being said has been recorded and monitored in Shemaim, everything gonna straighten it up then. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our mission is to get our house in order. You know what I'm saying?
Because I even did a video, because you mentioned about sun worship. I did a video where I was kind of putting people up on game that a man is really our man, which is Amun Ra.
Yeah. It's a lot of pump face with the That's another thing of what me and a couple of brothers was doing while we was down the road. We was on etymology to study your words, and you're correct about that when you say man, you talking about Amun Ra. You know what I'm saying? But it's really pronounced Amin. You know what I'm saying? Amin. Yeah. So they, you know what I'm saying, just like with Lord, but in Jeremiah it says that they would change my name for Baal. Baal means Lord. So when you're saying Lord, you're talking to Baal. Even with the God term, when I looked that up in the 11th Collegiate Dictionary, it was like, next to it had GAD, and then it had. So then I saw Uzzial, I think it was Yashayahu 65:11. It says you prepared a table for many in Gad. So I'm like, woo. So like it's like really nothing's new under the sun. We think we're doing new stuff because because we living in this time. But it's been going on. So what they do is they try to get you to because there's power in the tongue. So they try to get you to call out different things with words, things that you're not aware you're calling out, because if a person really trying to do the right thing when he's in the scriptures, he's not trying to talk to the Canaanite deity of fortune, nor is he trying to talk to Baal. But what they've done is, since it's in the book, you think it's official. Like a lot of people don't think that a lot of people don't think that somebody would go through those kind of lengths to do things. You know what I'm saying? So some people's minds is hard to wrap around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I had this talk probably with my wife. I had that talk with her maybe a year ago, how Lord God is really Baal Gad or Baal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because even in the English language, they teach you A, E, I, O, and U are interchangeable.
Right.
So go ahead.
And then and then on top of that, and then you be like, well, that was the name of the tribe of Gad. But then when you look at the ancient spelling of the tribe of Gad, it's a Gemel and a Dalet. You see what I'm saying? Gi. And then you get the D from the Dalet. So it could have been Gi. We don't know. It could have been the tribe of Gad because it's only 2 letters that, you know, since only 2 letters they use to spell the tribe of Gad. I mean, what they say the tribe of Gad is. And it's a Gemel and Dalet. So that's also a little double, maybe that's a little double pump fake they tried to put in there too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you was telling your rib the right thing though. You know what I'm saying?
Cause man, I'm tripping. I'm like, and like you said, why wouldn't Satan go to great lengths to deceive the people?
He has to go to those great lengths because if you read in the book of Yehudit, the speech, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but a call was given to the Assyrians. He gave our whole history, and he said if these people have sinned against their Most High, then we can defeat them. But if they are in accordance with the Most High, then not only will they defeat us, but they will make us a laughing stock amongst all nations. Right then, they knew what our kryptonite was, and that's to keep us out of accordance. That's how we can't win. If we're out of accordance, we can be beat. But if we in accordance, can't nothing stop us. So that's why they went through these great lengths, through even pushing certain agendas in TV and media, is to keep us out of accordance, to keep us out of line with him, to keep us out of line with Yah.
Okay, so let's touch on that for a second. Being that you were a national recording artist, how do you see what they mention a few things that they're pushing in the TV and the media that's really hitting us with the pump fake?
They're pushing the sexuality agenda. They're pushing the they're pushing the murder agenda. They're pushing the live your life, just do what you want to do agenda. You know, they pushing the self-worship agenda. It's the list goes the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, let's touch on this for a second. The quote unquote self-worship agenda. I also teach people that, and people, I really don't care if they get mad because the truth needs to be taught. I teach people that Allah, A-L-L-A-H, is really the God of self. Arm, leg, arm, head.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to really just teach it for what it is. And anytime you worship any God other than Yah, you're worshiping self. And really, which goes back, and you'll be in the same league as Satan with their pride.
Right, and then also with the self-worship is the I'm doing all this for likes. You know what I'm saying? You know that's self-worship. You know what I'm saying? You say a lot of stuff about, I mean, you are supposed to, you know what I'm saying, respect yourself and consider yourself special because we are his great creation. You know what I'm saying? But when you're just doing things for like likes, you know what I'm saying, vanity and stuff like that, that's self-worship. You know what I'm saying? You're making yourself an idol. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like anything was in the way of you getting closer to Yah is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just a lot of distraction. You know what I'm saying? Really just all the distractions can keep you away from Yah. They can throw anything out there, just anything to keep your mind on something else besides him. You see what I'm saying? That's what the whole agenda is. If your mind ain't on him, then your mind ain't on his statue. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not self-conscious of the things you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So you like, well, I ain't gonna do this because I know this will violate that. You see what I'm saying? So what I do, so what we do, we just gonna throw a bunch of stuff out there.
So, and I also go ahead, my bad.
We're gonna throw mass deaths. We're gonna throw you know what I'm saying, mass deaths. We're gonna throw shows about war, you know what I'm saying, certain TV shows, only certain TV shows, and they just to bombard your mind, just to keep your mind cluttered. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've also ran across scriptures to where it states that really the children of Israel, the only way to defeat them is to pit them against each other.
Yeah, only way to defeat them is the only way to defeat us is to keep us is to have us out of accordance. You know what I'm saying? We can't be defeated if we're accordance. If we own the laws and the statutes, and then above all, if you know what I'm saying, if, which all the commandments and the statutes equal in love and giving and protecting and being fair. You know what I'm saying? If so basically what I'm saying that to say, you can have all that stuff down pat, or you can know that, but if you know that, then your fruit should be loving. You should be giving. Like ain't no way you're gonna be on the commandments, on the statutes, and you ain't loving and you ain't giving to your brother and you ain't protective. You see what I'm saying? So so we know those are attributes that you must carry. You must carry love. You must carry the spirit of giving. I mean the ruach of giving. You must be carrying the ruach protection of the community, of your people. You know what I'm saying? You should have no self-destructive traits in you.
Say that again for the people, man. That last part.
You should exhibit love and tenderness and kindness to your people. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have no traits of hate, no traits of self-destruction, no traits of malice. There shouldn't none of that be in you, because those laws and those statutes, they equal in that. That's what Yahushua was telling the Pharisees. He was like, yeah, man, you know, y'all talking a good game. That's pretty much the whole thing he was saying. Y'all talking a good game, but y'all ain't walking a good game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking good, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't walking a good game, and y'all being rude to people. You telling your mama she can't have this because this kodash. You know what I'm saying? You denying people stuff, talking about this, you know what I'm saying? Stuff what you have, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, I can't give you this because this is, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what they couldn't take. They couldn't take it.
So what's your thoughts on the deaf, far as like them pushing the deaf, and you have the young brothers, because they lifting up the young brothers out of Chicago to push this demon thing?
Yeah, man, really, man, that's coming from all angles. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from all angles. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, you know, in this that era, not really the first era of it. It's deaf has been something that has been pushed through the hip hop for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, and shouts out to the brother TCA Thoughts Camera Actions, because he did a video on that, just showing how like at one point, you know what I'm saying, you had KRS One and brothers like that saying who we were, you know what I'm saying, breaking it down, and then the music industry was like, no, we ain't pushing that, push this. So now you got people who are in situations, you got people who are in popular situations, and they just try and really they just thinking they're just trying to get out. So it's like, if this music was selling, then this the kind of music I'm gonna do, because I'm trying to get out. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how they take advantage. That's how the music industry takes advantage. They take advantage of brothers and sisters who they know they in bad situations and they trying to get out, and they act like they helping them, but they actually using them as puppets. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I was once pump fake myself. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you know better, you do better. But also, you know, it just takes people pushing the line, just like they're pushing the line for the wicked. We gotta push the line for the righteous. We gotta push the line for y'all. We gotta push back. You know, he says this. You know, we don't go to war without consulting y'all, but he does want us to stand up for good. He wants us to stand up for good. You know what I'm saying? So it takes platforms like this. It takes music. It takes us doing good things in the community. It takes you pulling up down here. I'm pulling up there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It just takes us on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? We got to get on the forefront. No matter what it means, because if we're doing something positive, and if we are to get snatched up for doing something positive, even in that time of imprisonment, even in that time of being down, I can sit down like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he with me. You see what I'm saying? That's what Shaul the one tripping about. When they got snatched up from going here and there, looking for the lost sheep, you know what I'm saying? Looking for their brothers and sisters in them towns to talk to them. When they got snatched up, man, them folks sat down, man. Because I know they was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's no fear. It's nothing to be fearful of. It's nothing to be fearful of as far as imprisonment, even death, when you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look at it like this. I wasn't scared to die for doing some of the other things I was doing. I was hopping out, you know what I'm saying, pitching and doing stuff. I know somebody could have killed me and I didn't care. I was willing to die for $1. I was willing to die for fiat currency.
Say that. You said you was willing to die for what now?
Fiat currency. Money that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know if I'm in a press situation for doing something right, then I know he's gonna have me. He's gonna have me covered. I know it.
So let me ask you this, cause I tell people this, and you've been on the inside, and people know this, cause me saying it, it seems, oh, you hating. And you ain't got to go into detail. So is it really true that people sell their soul for mooch, as you call it, to get in the industry?
Well, I mean, you can tell by the symbolisms and what people do. Like, I haven't witnessed a person actual sell. You know, so I haven't witnessed it actually go down. But I know what symbolism is, and I've seen symbols, and I know what people are doing with their hands and words they saying, like the little double sayings they saying. I know that somebody of them did something funny. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going on, but then you have people who actually, but then these people are actually saying it. Like listen, like all you gotta do is listen to the music and you'll hear what they saying. Like, they'll actually say it on the song.
So that ain't just entertainment. Cause when I tell people that, they say, man, that's just entertainment. They just trying to entertain somebody.
I mean, if it's just, you know, like, some people gonna believe it's just entertainment. But like I say, a person saying what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't made no kind of deal with Shaitan, why would you say you have? Or if you ain't done nothing to like, why would you get on the mic and say that if you ain't did that? Or if you ain't doing something funny?
Yeah.
That's a bar you don't have to say. You don't have to say that.
That's true.
Like, I don't got to say that to entertain you. I got 50 more bars I can say to entertain you. I ain't got it. Because really, that's not entertaining to me, you telling me that. That's not making me be, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not the bar what I'm feeling. Because you said you did that, so that ain't entertaining to me. That's just something that's information you want somebody to hear. Or that's information you've been forced to say.
Yeah.
Maybe every now and then you gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is like that doesn't really have anything to do with entertainment.
Cause it's one thing from me saying it, and then from you studying symbols and being that close. Cause see, I just want people to know I don't really care if they think I'm crazy, but the ones who really up on it, they'll see it. Cause like me and you was talking off camera about the symbolism. I don't know if you saw the video I sent you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I checked it out. That little dance sequence they had going on was real weird.
Yeah.
It was like a little dance sequence in there that was real kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? When the dude and the lady was dancing, it was like something was going on right there.
Yeah. And they hitting the whole world with the pump fake. And this even goes back to Aleister Crowley with the do it thou wilt. And then they hit it. Go ahead.
Yeah, do as thou wilt, meaning do whatever you want to do, man. Live your life, you know, do whatever. But see, we can't do whatever. That's what you know what I'm saying. But doing whatever mean going against that. You know what I'm saying? See, people think like we can't just do whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We can't. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of the things what the flesh wants you to do is going to be out of accordance with what the Ruach wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have come up with this. Man, we just living life, man. We just living, and you know what I'm saying. That's still the do as that will. That's still the do as that will swag. You know what I'm saying. That's still the do as that will drill. You know what I'm saying. It's just changed names now. You know what I'm saying. It's not now it's what's it is what's a good one now
The YOLO, you only live once.
YOLO. I'm living a free life. Yeah, YOLO, free life, all that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing as do as that will.
And back in the day, Bobby Brown hit us with "It's my prerogative."
Yeah. It's my prerogative. I'm do what I want to do.
And then before that, it's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. It's all falls under the lines of that. You know, it's all falls under the lines of that. It's laws and virtues out here, but see the yoke ain't it. But the yoke ain't hard to bear when you look at the commandments and you look at the 613. There's a lot of things that you shouldn't want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like why would you want to remove your neighbors? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to take your neighbor's property? Or why would you want to kill somebody? Or why would you want to disrespect your mama? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff is, you know what I'm saying? He said his yoke ain't, you know what I'm saying? His yoke is not hard to bear. It's just people don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to do those things. So that's what's gonna separate the light from the dark. Like if you can't do those things, then something going on.
Yeah.
You might be a child, you might be a child of the ruler of this world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it say. Just like I say, people might say you crazy, whatever. Well, look, man, he said if the world hates you, know that you are loved. Or if the world calling you crazy, know that you are loved by me. So you know what I'm saying? Actually, when somebody being stiff on you about what you're saying, then actually that's confirmation that you're on the right path.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Just change the gears for 1 second. I mentioned on my Instagram about lollipop tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a lot of people saying, man, you shouldn't say that. And like I tell people, as a man, it's my duty to set order. And if I notice at one point in time in my life, I had lollipop tendencies, I got to correct my brothers when they coming along, whether they're accept it or not. I got to put it out there. So what's your thoughts on the lollipop tendencies?
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts exactly on that. Lollipop tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, we're gonna take it back to school. Let's use the context clues. Lollipop tendencies. Clearly, it's something suspect with a man with lollipop tendencies because lollipops were for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, men and lollipop don't even really coincide. You know what I'm saying? Those not two cohesive terms anymore. You know what I'm saying? But like it is, like it say, you know, in the scripture say, woe to him who calls evil good and hold on. Woe to him who calls good evil and evil good. You see what I'm saying? You're in the time now, but we're in the time now when you speak out against things, people gonna want you to hush up, cause you know, we're in the foot. We're in the foot of the statue now. So now we in the times where everything that's wrong is looked at as right. It don't went reverse out here. So this way it comes to the word endurance. Staying down, sticking to the script, just cause the masses are accepting what's going on. We have to stand firm and continue to do what we do and make sure our house, our physical home, as well as our, you know what I'm saying, as well as our other house, don't partake in it. We got two, you know what I'm saying? We got the home where our family's at, then we got our home, which is the temple, and then we also got the home, which is the assembly. All of us. So the brothers and sisters who know what's really going on, we got to stick to the script. We can't let none of that stuff into our house. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to do what y'all do, then that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like we say, it's gonna be a day of reckoning. And anything you may think a person was right on or wrong on, it's gonna all come to the light at that time, which is the time no one knows. That's why we got to stick to the script, because we don't know when that's gonna happen.
Because the scripture also say, when I was a child, I thought I was a child, but when I grew up, I put away childish things.
Right, the lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know it all line up, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I want you to know, Aki, you know, man, just stick to the script, man, and I know you will. But you know, everybody ain't gonna take in what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? And some people gonna get in their feelings about what you're saying too, but you know, you gotta keep pushing. These virtues are really, you know what I'm saying? So what we do is we surround ourselves with the like-minded and we make sure our homes are straight, meaning our children are real. Okay, you know, so I might can't do nothing for you, bro. I presented it to you, just like how he said when he sent the just like Yahusha said when he sent the disciples out. You know, if these people buck on you in this town, you go to, you dust your feet off and you keep on pushing.
Yeah.
So once you presented something to somebody and they don't take it, you dust your feet off. It's a wrap. You did your part. Cause forcing it would be taking us out of character. You see what I'm saying? So we can't force it because now we're not being in character no more. So what you do is you present these things and you keep pushing. You see what I'm saying? The person don't take it, it is what it is. You presented it. You dust your feet off. You know what I'm saying? You keep pushing. And you go on to the next person. We don't stop presenting this. We never stop presenting. Some gonna take it, some ain't. The ones who don't take, we dust our feet off on. You know what I'm saying? We keep it pushing on.
So have you also noticed how Satan uses our people to push his agenda? Have you noticed that?
Yeah. He used whoever he can use. Us, the oppressor, anybody willing.
But tell me how you peep this, because maybe I'm tripping. I've noticed that Yah gave us the ability to influence. And I think we have a bigger ability to influence because we're supposed to be spreading Yah's word.
Right.
So what they've done, okay, we know y'all got this influence, so we're gonna give you the mooch, and we're gonna give you these phony pieces of paper to push our agenda because we know that y'all gave you the influence.
Yeah, and that's also for mockery. That's also for mockery. Look what I'm doing to your children. But see, you got to realize though, he said it'll be a remedy. So I'm looking at it, and we can never know Yah's ways, and we, you know what I'm saying, because we only man. But we do know this much. We know that the adversary can't do nothing without the green light. When you read the scriptures, what did Yahusha tell Peter? He say, they've been asking to sift you as wheat. I pray that you can stand the test when it comes. So they've been asking. They was asking about Kepler. Hey man, let us get him. Let us paint him. And then we also can see in the book of Io, which is Job, when also he had to ask, could he do what he could do? And we also have scriptures where it said that Yah sent evil. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, we know that when Shaitan's coming your way, you either being tested or it's over with for you. See, Shaitan or nothing, even they can't do nothing without the green light from Yah. He control all. So that means either you're a person where he probably just feel like you going too far. It's probably not gonna be a use for you, or it's a test. Because he only want the few and the proud. It's just like how the little army slogan is, the few. I mean the Marine slogan is the few, the proud, the Marines. You see what I'm saying? He only want the few and the proud. And then see, people take that few word literal. Like few people think few, maybe 3 or 4 people or 30 people. Few and the proud can still be millions.
Yeah.
Few and the proud can still be 250,000. A few can still be a large number compared to him. You see what I'm saying? We look at words so literal. Few and the proud, so like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna line up, is what I'm trying to say to make a long story short.
I got it.
Everybody ain't gonna line up. You know what I'm saying?
And we're lining up. Go ahead.
Folks, he want some of these folks, he gonna push him on out the way because he ain't got no cause he ain't trying to play.
Yeah.
Because he want the real troops. He want the real troopers.
I also mentioned this to people. Now you correct me if I'm wrong. Do y'all need our permission to do his will?
He definitely know what does he need our permission for to do? What is the person created? What is the person who created you need permission for you to do something?
And I mentioned that to say this. Like earlier, how they say, we was talking about amen. They tell us amen mean let it be or let it be so, or you agree. And I tell people, y'all don't need us to be in agreement with him. Only Satan needs us to be in agreement with him so that he can carry out what he's trying to do.
Right. And when you saying I mean, you pretty much saying it is so. Conclusion. You see what I'm saying? That's just you pretty much signing off. You know what I'm saying? You saying what you're saying, then you saying I mean. You know what I'm saying? And it is so. You know what I'm saying?
So have you ran across the thing where most of the people who are teaching or say they are teaching Yah's laws in these churches that they might be, because I've seen it and maybe you've seen it as well, that they might be Masons. Because it seems like they got a whole clique in place to teach Yah's law the wrong way.
Yeah, because when you go to theology school, you're not going to see you got, once again, it's etymology. Theology. That's theos. Remember they was like remember when Shaul was somewhere, they was like theos was an unknown deity. It really was no face for theos. Okay, so when you go to theology school, you're not studying Yahweh's nowhere. You studying theos's ways. Because that's why you're going, because it says theology. Theology has nothing, theos has nothing to do with Yah. So theology has nothing to do with Yah. So once you enter that, once you go there, you ain't studying nothing about Yah then. You studying a set of you studying a specific doctrine. You see what I'm saying?
But what about the preaching?
Nothing to do. Theology is the study of theos.
But see, they hit us with the pump fake when they say theos or theology. They saying it's the study of one.
No, theos is the unknown deity who Shaul was talking about in the book of Acts.
So that's some more pump faking they hit you with.
Yeah, that's some more pump faking. I seen the theos is an unknown deity. They don't even know who that is. So theology school. So then you studying about theos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to study about theos. I'm trying to study about Yah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so just layers of pump faking, layers of pump faking.
Man.
Layers of pump faking get deep. That's why really you can't look left nor right. If you look left or right, you ain't gonna see no person pump faking. You gotta look straight ahead at him. I mean at his will, look straight ahead towards his ways. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't even see him. But we do see him. We see him in the breeze. We see him in the trees. We see him in all his creation. The Yah is everywhere. You see what I'm saying? When you see the birds, when you see the butterflies, when you see everything. So you gotta look forward his way. Even the trees are in obedience. Everything is really in obedience. But man, like you don't see like a mixture of a tree. You see pine trees. You see each tree of its specific kind. You don't see it merging with any. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is in obedience. Everything in nature is in obedience.
Yeah.
They trying to mess nature up. They cloning this and trying to mix these things together. But naturally, these things are already in accordance. So you can see his marvelous ways through his creations. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just sit outside and get on the patio and just look and just take it in. You know what I'm saying? With some nice good, with some nice good vibes playing. Just take it in. My phone Aki, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm down on the flop done went down to like 5%. You can hear me though, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the flop done went to 5%. This thing finna desire. Hold on. I know what I'm finna do. I know what I'm finna do. Hold tight. All
right, I got you.
I'm gonna get this charger because there's a socket behind me. Hold on. Aki?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, then make sure you still there. Getting this together, hold tight. Let's see what I got going on. Okay. That brought me back. Now let me see what's going on here. Aki.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Yeah, we back and I'm juicing up at the same time now, so we good. My fault.
Oh, you good? You good? So,
Yeah.
so what's your main message to the youth, man? Like, cause I noticed, see me, I used to rap, and I kind of put it down, but I see you still full-fledged at it. So, what's your message that you portraying to the youth mainly, or especially? And I ain't gonna say mainly, especially.
Well, my main message to the youth is, you know what I'm saying, you know, come on to him. You know what I'm saying, look at me, a person who's been to prison 3 times, a person who has been away from his children. You know what I'm saying? If I've made this step, if this is what I'm on, then clearly I'm not gonna lead you the wrong way because I've led you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's just that time. It's like the times what's going on now is getting real deep. It's getting real hectic. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that spiritual link in now. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ephesians 6 is that full blown. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing I'm trying to do is really just show by example because it's not much talking, but that can be done. I just try to make, you know what I'm saying? It's more from the lean by with the youth, it's more of a show 'em thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You can talk all day long, but you know what I'm saying? It's like they gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see it, Ike. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just hit them in the head. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of show older folks a little different, but with the youth, they got to see. You know what I'm saying? So my main thing is what I'm just trying to do is just walk the correct way for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because talking, you know what I'm saying? They hearing people talking all day. You don't think even if it's a person who don't know the truth that we know, you don't think it's older people telling them not to do what they do?
Yeah.
Even if they know about y'all not, ain't no grown person sitting around no child who doing the wrong thing and they like, yeah, keep it up. You see what I'm saying? So it's more about what is the person who telling them not to do it, what are they doing? You see what I'm saying? Because kids looking at what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So best thing we could do is just walk and show. And even if and like it's the same thing that's gonna really apply to the youth. I can show you these things and I can tell you these things and I'm gonna keep walking away, but the decision at the end of the day is on you. You see what I'm saying? So all I can do is really present. Same thing I can do it in the best. I can really only present. Yeah. But I'm gonna walk a certain way so I won't be in contradiction. So you can't be like, well, he told me this and he doing, you know what I'm saying? He told me this, but this was going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause one thing I noticed about the youth, man, they always gravitate toward the real. Whether you, even if you all the way thugging, if they know you for real about it, they gonna get with it. If they know you all the way about what you say you about and you doing the right thing, they gonna get with it. Those who want to.
So that's what I'm saying. It's about the fruit. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is walk the correct way and present certain things and then do things to show that we care because of what's going on with the youth. A lot of folks turning away from them. A lot of folks scared of them. You know what I'm saying? So if we're doing things and we right there with them and talking to them, just that right there is a good impression. Most folks going the other way. When they see them, they going the other way. They know the older, they know some of the older people are scared of them. So that right there, you know what I'm saying, within a do a big lie. If we throw some up, you know what I'm saying, we right here kicking it and you know, some youth walk up and we still right there talking to them, looking them in the eyes like men, talking to them, you know what I'm saying, being real men. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That goes a long way.
Yeah. Cause like you alluded to earlier, the seem like the young and the old disconnected because of fear. But
because of fear and like that, and then that's also the Willie Lynch syndrome still playing out. That's what they say to do. He said we put the old against the young, the light skin against the dark skin, the man against the woman. He said I put this plan together. This won't this will not only work now, but it'll work thousands of years from now. So, it's always been a rift between the youth and the elders, you know what I'm saying? But the elders are to be respected, and also the youth is to be respected, because when you become an elder, who you think gonna help?
True.
Or when you too old, when you get out of your car, you need a little help. Who you gonna get the help? It's definitely gonna be somebody younger than you. That's gonna be considered a youth. So we still gotta have respect for them too.
Yeah.
Respect, love is gonna always go back to love, respect. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna always go back to that. We gotta respect everything. We gotta respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's so, you know what I'm saying? Now we definitely not respecting evil. We definitely not respecting the adversary. But what I'm saying, we supposed to be in the corners with everybody. We supposed to be able to communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got lost. You know what I'm saying? Because see the laws and the statutes of Yah commanded that we spoke amongst each other and talked to each other. You know what I'm saying? We got off the law, so now we lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how do you think we deal with this drug problem that our youth dealing with, man?
Shoot, the way to deal with that, I feel like a lot of that is with a lack of an outlet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel that comes with also with maybe like a potential of not knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I don't know who I am, so I'm gonna do that. But when you feel empty, you try to find things to fill that void. Once people start realizing who they are and start learning more things, certain things the person gonna let go anyway. It's like once they realize what their temple is, that's your body, your temple, your body. You don't want to put things in it to defile your temple. You see what I'm saying? Once things like that are getting said over and over again, you know what I'm saying, and getting pushed, then folks will realize that. But you have nobody really saying they keeping certain things out of their temple right now. Part of the music culture, and it's been since we was listening to music, was to defile your temple.
Yeah.
Get blizzard, get this, get that. You see what I'm saying? We gotta change the vocab, we gotta change the lingo. We gotta change the example. You know what I'm saying? Reason why the youth filling themselves up with stuff like that, because we filled ourselves up with some of the same stuff. We weren't just going that far. And some of us was going that far.
Yeah. True. And also
ain't no difference between a perk, ain't no difference between a perk and some embalming fluid.
Say that again.
I say, what's the difference? It's not a big difference between a Percocet and some embalming fluid. You know, you have brothers who was dip cigarettes and embalming fluid to smoke. You never heard of that?
I have, but like even with like I know about the older drugs, and I'm kind of getting hip to the newer drugs.
Yeah. But see, really no difference. It's like we had some outrageous. Our kinfolks, our uncles were doing some outrageous drugs too. Like them folks were smoking embalming fluid, but that's what they put in the dead body.
Now they got this fentanyl going on.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we've been defiling our, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta represent the culture way, you know what I'm saying? It's once again, it's gonna lead back to the fruits in the walk. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna catch some it ain't gonna catch. But we already know it's the few and the proud. Yeah. Somebody gonna catch it. Everybody, you know, somebody gonna catch it. And they say they rejoice over. It says to rejoice in the Shemayim over one. Yeah. So like if we just catch one, then that's a job well done. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna catch it, I keep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't. But the few who catch it is gonna be a major rejoicement about that. Yeah. And the ones who don't catch it, if you read in Ezra, if you read in first and second, if you read in second Ezra, the ones who don't catch it gonna wish they caught it, because they're gonna actually get to see what's in store for the ones who did catch it. They're gonna actually see it. Yeah. So like if you don't catch it, you're gonna wish you did. So that's why I'm just, you know what I'm saying, every day I'm trying to stick to the, you know, every day I'm trying to stick to the script and tighten up, you know what I'm saying? Stay on it, tough, keep the lamp full. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. But also the word perfect is, you know what I'm saying, perfect, like we think perfect means, you know what I'm saying? The way we think perfect means ain't the way when you see the word perfect in the scriptures was. It's a word that was pretty much saying
Basically, maturity.
sticking to the, also it means sticking to the script, sticking to them laws and commandments. The yoke is easy to bear, so you can do it.
Yeah.
But see, the way we see words in English ain't the like basically what I'm saying, the word perfect wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say the wrong word, I think it was tamayim, but I know that means, you know what I'm saying, whenever you see a tar mark covenant, right then you know that's talking about the scripts. The covenant. What was the covenant? The tar is a mark. The covenant. The covenant is the laws and the commandments. So that means a person who keeping those, you can be perfect in his eyes if you keeping them, if you sticking to the script. And it's not hard to do. It's all gonna equal in love.
Yeah. Now I heard you mention Molech earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Give the people a little bit insight on who Molech is, cause I know, but I think
Molech was a deity who they used to sacrifice children to. It used to be like a bull, and it had like some arms in it. And what they would do, they would put the babies in the they press this lever, and it would toss the child back into the belly of Molech, and then the children would be screaming, and they would be dancing to the screams of the children. Also, another representation of Molech in modern day Molech is when you put your child on Santa Claus' lap. That's a subliminal representation of Molech. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they sacrifice children to, Molech.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you put your child on Santa Claus' lap, that's a subliminal representation of Molech. You know what I'm saying?
And I was telling people about how Christmas really is I want to say it's Saturnalia, and it's really a big old orgy to sacrifice children.
Yeah, and it's the winter, and then also it's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of stuff mixed in with
winter solstice and stuff
winter
like that.
solstice. Then you got Santa Claus with the subliminal representation of Molech. You got a bunch of stuff just blended in on that one. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff just blended in with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a gumbo. You know, we just, you know what I'm saying, just a gumbo of folly. You know what I'm saying? Gumbo of whip. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, like Santa Claus is like the physical, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you take a child and what do? You put your child on Santa Claus' lap. When they sacrifice the children, they would put the child in Molech's lap and hit that lever, and then it would toss the child into the belly of Molech, and then they would dance and chant to the cries of the children.
So is that similar to where is that kind of where the term lit came from, and the turn up and all that?
Lit comes from that's the time that's Tammuz. That's a representation of see Nimrod. All that stuff is gonna go back to Shaitan. So pretty much what's going on with lit is that's once again the T for Tammuz. Okay, Nimrod and Samaris had a child, and the child name was Tammuz. So lit is kind of like about the resurrection of Tammuz. I don't know. I don't really. Maybe it's the resurrection of Tammuz, or it's the birth of Tammuz, but it has nothing to do with Tammuz. That's why they do the cross on their forehead doing Lent.
No, I want to talk about Lent.
Oh, Lent.
I'm glad you brought up Lent. I was talking about
Lent.
Like lit. You know how everybody talking about they lit and they ready to turn up.
Yeah. They ready to turn up.
But that could actually be a play on words to Lent on the Slicc.
Yeah, but I just think, you know what I'm saying, when folks saying lit, they just like saying we getting crunk or something, right? You know what I'm saying, right there, cause I don't think it's really going to lit, but lit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I thought that you were saying lint, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's where they got lint from, cause lint, Molech, and ball, all that stuff is one thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the most term that I've heard recently right now that's kind of throwing stuff off is definitely that demon time. When somebody's saying lit, they just really just trying to say piped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. And sometimes all lingo ain't necessarily going to that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just coming up with, you know what I'm saying, with certain words, and they really might not even have a bad intention with it. But now it's some words that we say that we don't know that have bad intentions, and we don't know. Like on one word I found out, like the word mascot. That's a Latin word for witch. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Until I was down the road, I was reading a book, and on mascot is it. I didn't really know that mascot was Latin. See, a lot of this stuff we think in English is really Latin.
Like the word pulpit.
Yeah. See. Now we get that one. Pulpit. I'm pulling you in the pit with these. Hold on. We had just said a word early. With this religion, I'm gonna hold you back and put you in the pulpit with these really great with this religion. I'm gonna pull you in the pit. See, the English language is almost like the English language. When you break it down, it'd be a lot of like real subliminal stuff, like even with the morning, morning. You see what I'm saying? So like that, what I begin to learn about the English language, like a lot of it is almost like you casting off stuff when.
I can't hear you.
I'm saying we haven't had to adapt to speak this tongue.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, cause man, it's like they just keep hitting us with more pump faking. Just like you know how I talk about the sheep and the goats?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I found out. They changed the term of kid. The original term of kid is a baby goat.
Right.
Now they trying to flip it and say it's a young child, but it's because once you get in agreement of calling yourself or lining up with the goats, and that's why
the goat Baphomet. That's why I say on the song, Baphomet the goat, but the lamb saves.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The goat, that's Baphomet.
Exactly. That's why they got everybody talking about they want to be the goat or I'm the goat, not knowing they lining up with Baphomet.
Right. Not knowing it, but see, that's what they do. I'm gonna get you subliminal. I'm gonna trick you. He say who deceived the whole world. So deceiving means like I'm getting you to do something without you knowing you're doing it. That's why I said on the That's why I said on the Yalu, Baphomet the goat, but the lamb swept. I said Baphomet the goat, but the lamb saves, swinging hard like a kuna. The boy brave. You know what I'm saying? But see, it take people to, you know what I'm saying, and also Daoud hitting the folk with the goat line like shoot I don't know about the goat. I do the lamb. So it takes brothers breaking that kind of stuff down. You see what I'm saying? Baphomet the goat, but the lamb say not somebody go look, not a person to go look it up. Now either there you can be like, whoa, that's kind of thrown off. I ain't with that. Or you gonna be on and be, you know what I'm saying? That's when we start separating who's who. Because once you see, you know what I'm saying, once you see that image, if you're in your right mind, you're gonna be like, whoa, I ain't know that. Yeah. But then somebody gonna see it and be like, I'm cool. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now we know who you are. If you saw that image and you be like, it is what it is, we know who you are. We really have no need for you. You see what I'm saying? That's how you draw the line. So what we got to do, it takes more music. It takes more people stand up. It takes more information. A lot of folk don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people tell me because, you know, I stand on what I stand on. So it's like, a lot of folk like, man, a lot of folk don't know. So that's why I say through the music, my music ain't really music. It's like an educational pamphlet. It's like an educational tool. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to this music, I'm gonna say certain things, say some terms. You can look them up for yourself, and then you can be like, oh, okay, I get it. Well, deep down in my heart, I am a good person. I want to be a good person. So now I know that I don't need to do that. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody been putting it out there. Ain't nobody been putting it out there.
What I've noticed, man, even in the secular world, even the people who act like they putting it out there, hitting you with some pump faking.
Yeah. They doing the gatekeeper move. They doing the boule move. They saying something what they saying something what's, you know what I'm saying? They just saying something just to, you know what I'm saying, just to pretend like they doing something. Like we all, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about really, really saying something. You know what I'm saying? People will say things just to be like, I said that or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You got people who can do it like that too. That's why it's gonna always go back to the wall. Or you got to watch the person who said what he said. Oh, okay, he said that, but why he doing that? See what I'm saying? That's why I say you can say things all day long, but it's gonna really be your actions. It's gonna be a combination of your words and your actions. If you're saying this, then your actions should be backing it up. If you're doing this, then your words should be backing it up.
Yeah. So
It's gonna all go back to the it's gonna all go back to the show me.
yeah, true. So what was your thoughts? Have you heard the Kendrick Lamar album? I think it's called Damn.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that album?
Shoot on the damn album. You know what I'm saying? I like the Pippa Butterfly album more than I like the damn album. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that? Because I mean, I got my opinion on the damn album. It seemed like he was trying to put people up on game on who he was, but I believe that was a big pump fake in itself.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only listened to a few songs on the damn album, but the Pimp the Butterfly album, he was fully unleashed. He was unleashing on them folk. You know what I'm saying? Like go back and listen to that Pimp the Butterfly album. He was on it, and then it's like the damn album. He kind of like pulled his punches a little bit, but then he said certain things. But I just like the the Pimp the Butterfly album is my favorite album by Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I like. You know what I'm saying? That's the one.
Cause he got a song with Rihanna. I think it's called Loyalty. And even on the front end of the song, they talk about the secret society. Oh, yes, it's true. And a song called Loyalty. So I'm like,
yeah. I see what you're saying.
How you
That's why I
tell
say like on that damn album, I really wasn't know much of that. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty much on that the Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? That was my album by him. You know, so that's the one I like. It was some heavy songs on there.
So he got some real. He got more heavier stuff on there.
Yeah. He got heavier stuff. Yeah. He got some stuff on there, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, possibly, you know, so who knows? You know what I'm saying that the punches might have got pulled a little bit on the damn, but I know, like I said, my favorite album is that the Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? He went in on that. You know what I'm saying? He it was like when I was down the road when it came out, so I'm like, okay, he finna go there. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I thought it was gonna be an increase on where he was going. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't no going in depth from the Pimp the Butterfly. Never went to another level of that. You know what I'm saying? Damn is like kind of just like it's cool, but I thought it was gonna be another one. I thought it was gonna go another step. You know what I'm saying? Because he's breaking down the NEGUS. Say it with me. He was breaking that down, showing how they took words like Niger and words like Nigas, which means kings in Ethiopia, and how they brought the term and how they came with the term nigga out of that. You see what I'm saying? He was doing stuff like that on that album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that, man. Cause this is gonna take me back to your album, Scriptures of Truth. You mentioned the byword. I know about it. So give the people what you mean in the song where you talk about. I think it's the song Black. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's the song Black. Yep.
Where you talk about how they give us a byword.
Yeah, bywords is it said in Deuteronomy that will be a byword amongst the nations that would be scattered to. And if you notice that the people of color in all these nations we've been scattered to are called anything but what we are. You know what I'm saying? You got words like kafir, but you got nigger, you got Afro-American, you got black. You know what I'm saying? A German named his last name is Blumenbach came up with the terms black. He came up with the terms of color for people. You know what I'm saying? Black is a byword. But see, also what I tell people, you got black codes, you got black laws. You know what I'm saying? A black man is considered 3/5 of a human. So when you title yourself as black, then you really subjugated yourselves to being treated as a black person should, because they have black work, because they have laws for black people, they have codes for black people, codes that we may not even know about. Like if you watch that movie Them, I mean the TV show Them, when they was getting them houses, they said somebody of Negro descent, something, but they had the thing scratched out to my, oh, that doesn't apply anymore. But see what I'm saying? They even had laws subjugated to Negroes or black people, even into real estate. Because it was on the paper, like when they was signed, every person who bought them houses over there, you know what I'm saying? They bought the house in that community. It was a clause for Negro people in the thing, but then the lady would be like, oh, that doesn't apply anymore, don't worry. Because everybody would stop and read it. They'd be like, hold on, what that say? She'd be like, oh, never mind, just that's omitted. I just had, you know what I'm saying, pretty much kicking game like I don't have the copies with it not on there anymore, but I got it scratched out so that doesn't apply anymore. But they let you know right then and there that it was laws, it was codes for people of Negro descent or black people, even in the thread of real estate. So when you say you black, they're gonna treat you with the black code, they're gonna hit you with the black code, the black law. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important. That's why they want you to check that on that box all day long. Then watch this little TV, and then also watch this documentary on Netflix called Coded Bias. It's showing you how
coded bias.
It's called Coded Bias. It's even showing you how that's going to be interwoven into the artificial intelligence, as to the point where, like, when you fill out the application, it's going to scan and see who you are, and then it's going to judge things based on that. You see what I'm saying? So, like, when you put yourself under these codes, because we are a nation of people, we're not a color, but they do that so they can subjugate you to them black codes and to them black laws, the ones you know about and the ones you don't know about. See, a black person is still considered 3/5 of a human. They try to pretend like they're not, but y'all said that. So that's why you see these slaughters. Also, you see this Deuteronomy 28 for that too. But you also see that because we're still considered 3/5 of a human, still to this day.
Yeah.
But that's what a black man was considered as then. That's what a black person, that's what a black person is considered now. 3/5 of a human. Yeah. They didn't say they changed that.
I break that down when people be talking about voting. I'm like, look here, bro. Why I'm gonna vote in a system that's really of Satan, and then they look at me as not even being a full human? Come on, bro. I just can't get with that.
Right. So you know, that's what I was breaking down on that song. I was just really doing it a way where you could so you could read it. Listen to it, and then you could catch where I was going. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a nation. We're not a color. That's what I'm trying to say in that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I caught that. And with the scriptures of truth, it seemed like, I don't know if you heard the Lupe Fiasco album, the Great American Rap album too.
Mm-mm.
He goes into detail about how, he talks about how America is really, like, basically how they doing stuff in America, and he breaking down different certain stuff. And that album and your album, probably the deepest rap albums I'd have never heard in my life. Cause he even flipped. I don't know if you heard the song he got, Be Bad, where he talking about the B.I. is be bad, woman good, lady better, they misunderstood. And how he basically teaching the youth, okay, you looking at your mama in this certain light, and your mama looking at herself in a certain light. And man, dude, ever since that album, he ain't really been heard from again, really, for real. Not in the mainstream.
Yeah. So I don't even really prefer to be heard by the mainstream. Like I said, these educational pamphlets.
Yeah.
If push comes to shove, if all I had to do was just do the music and print it up on CD and pass it out, I will. if you get to that point where you know I can't go viral, you can't stop me from going in the studio and putting it on the CD.
Yeah. And another dude who on that type of time, I don't know if you know it, B.O.B.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause I've been trying to reach out to him, but you know it is what it is. Cause I want dudes who not on the wavelength of the mainstream, who really understand, oh, this is what they doing. So me saying B.O.B. sparked another question. How do you feel about the school system?
Shoot, I feel like possibly one of the only honest subjects they in the school system is, I guess I'd say, math first, and then science. You know what I'm saying? The rest of that, you know what I'm saying? As far as geography and all that stuff, we know. I mean, we know by studying maps ourselves now that we know a lot of that stuff is pump fake. You know what I'm saying? Educational system, I feel like our children definitely need to know how to work. Definitely need to know about numbers and stuff. But we need to be teaching our children how to be entrepreneurs, teaching them how to do their own business. And you know, so we should have we as registers of the household should have businesses. You know what I'm saying? Us and our ribs should have businesses what our children can fall into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I mean, do a study on the IQ test, the origin of the IQ test. I'm just, you know, I ain't gonna do a major breakdown on just Google origins of the IQ test. You know what I'm saying? Showing you where that came from, showing you where that originated from. You know what I'm saying? Like just like one of the sister, I forgot her name, but she wears the hat kind of like the hat what Queen Latifah used to wear when she first came out.
Her last name Ali. I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, she broke that down. She said herself, she said my child started doing bad when he started going to school. She said we used to teach him at home. He was swift. She said when she said we sitting in school, he started getting slow.
Yeah. Cause she also came up. I think she got a book, or I think it's the message to the black man to understand the black woman. I think that's
Yeah. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, self education mixed with teachings on math, teaching our children how to build businesses, teaching our children, you know what I'm saying, now I feel trade, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying, trades, entrepreneurship, stuff like that, that's better than actually school to me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Cause I tell people all the time, this is my thing, just gathering. I truly believe that we should teach our children at home. And once you do that, you get away from the system, because the system, once you get a degree in the system is a degree of godhood, teaching you that you your own quote unquote God, which puts you in line with Satan.
Yeah, and it's also a degree from the what they say. It's also a degree from the empire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doctrine, master's degree. You see what I'm saying? You got your education from the master. You know what I'm saying? So you know, pretty much right. And then it really just gets you prepared to be a machine. It gets you prepared to be churned out. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for entrepreneurship and trade. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurship and trade is big. You know what I'm saying? A man has to work. You know what I'm saying? They say, a little sleep, a little slumber. Yeah. So we know we got to do something while we here.
Yeah. Because my whole thing is, I truly believe the scripture teach the man work, the woman maintain the house, the man teach the woman teach the children, and you build up the kingdom. And that way, you ain't subjecting your woman, an independent woman, always bump heads with her man, because now she feel like she could be in the role of a man. And we've been suffering from that. Like, even like you said with the Willie Lynch, they look at us, the man, oh, you weak, because they've been programmed. Oh, you go to jail, you mess with multiple women, Like we as a body, black, brown males or Israelite males, we have a bad stigma on us because of the previous history.
Yeah.
And what we got to do, like you said, we got to live it. We got to talk it, but we also got to walk it.
Most definitely.
Cause I'm pretty sure you seen this. Like a stand-up man really has to be, in a lot of cases, he has to be the father to sometimes his mother-in-law, his own mother, like even his father-in-law in some cases, because so many males drop the ball in this creating this balance in our family. So now when you decide, hey, I'm gonna serve y'all, so now you got a big mantle. Now you can't just be a father to your children. A lot of times you got to be a father to your rib. So your rib could be brought up to speed and understand, hey, this is what we doing.
Yep.
And a lot of brothers can't handle that. Like I've talked to brothers who are married and they said, man, if I knew it was going to be like this, I wouldn't even sign up for it. Now, I tell them, I say, hey, look, would you to want somebody to get, you didn't want your father to give up on you, whether he did or whether he didn't. Now, I truly believe this. We marry our own dysfunction because now Yah has set us in place to correct it. Not to keep it going, to correct it. Because once you work on yourself and your own insecurities, your rib is a mirror of you, and therefore you're going to help her work on her own.
Yeah. That's how it go.
Yeah.
So man, you know, like I say, we just gotta, you know what I'm saying, we just gotta make it be the new thing. I mean, not the new thing, but the ancient thing, because it's just the ways of the ancient, you know what I'm saying, it's the ways of the ancestors, it's the ways they did. We just gotta take it back to that. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, right now is the time of just focusing on keeping your lamp filled. You know what I'm saying? As you see, we see a lot of things coming on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of prophecies are unfolding, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep our lamps filled, you know what I'm saying, keep our houses in order and unite with the like mind. You know what I'm saying, and build a assembly up. We pretty much, it's bride preparation. The bride is the assembly. The bride is us, the people. And the lamb is, of course, Yahuwah Yahusha. You see what I'm saying? So we just get prepared. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be prepared and ready.
Okay. I'm going to ask you two more questions, then we'll wrap this thing up. You mentioned about the ball players and entertainers as far as like the idol worship.
Mm-hmm.
Touch a little bit on that, man, because we've been hit with a pump fake to where, okay, this is the thing. This person put in front of us is the thing.
Right. If you go back into the second book, first and second Maccabees, it states when the Greeks occupied Jerusalem, but that it was a sect of evil Ibri, which means evil brothers and sisters, sellouts, people who didn't want to take part in what was going on. Like they were like pretty much people like you and me are you know, brothers that have been scattered about who are speaking up, you know what I'm saying, brothers before us who've been speaking up what's going on. They considered us as problems. They went to the Grecians and was like, look, we were y'all. They built coliseums. They took our choice players and had them participate in sporting events. One event was dedicated to their deities every 4 years. We know what that is. What sport event happens every 4 years? Hit me with it.
The Olympics.
Okay, cool. Boom. You see what I'm saying? But also, you know, these people took on the ways of the Grecians and they implemented it. So what they do is, like once I say, you take impoverished situations, you take money, and people do what's needed to be done. Now, these people can say certain things what really the people behind them are saying, but since they said it, since they're in pop culture, you take it. You see what I'm saying? Once again, you just got to watch the actions. You got to watch the actions of these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say every single athlete it's not on, you know what I'm saying? Because some athletes on what we own. You see what I'm saying? But then there's some athletes, that's why I say you have to watch. You have to pray for discernment, and you have to watch the fruit. You see what I'm saying? You got to watch the fruit. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we need discernment. That's why we need not wisdom, like book wisdom, but wisdom is to know him. See, once we pray for discernment and we ask for wisdom from him, then we can see through the glitches. We can see it. Oh, it's coming. You see what I'm saying? So like with that, we know we got agents. We know we got double agents in every facet. We even got double agents in this walk, Ike. You see what I'm saying? So see, it's from all angles. That's why you praying for discernment, because see, the double agent can be right next to you at the same rate. Because see, we'll get tricked and then we'll talk, okay, well, they doing it too. They doing it too. He already done said who the ruler of this world is. So we know what the majority is with.
Yeah.
We don't have to do much studying, and we don't have to do much figuring out just by that scripture right there. He says the ruler of this world will be judged. He said if you are set apart from this world, then you are loved by me. So that's letting you know that the masses, whether knowingly or unknowingly, is on a whole other agenda. You see what I'm saying? So we know that. What we gotta do is keep our discernment together and look not left nor right, but straight ahead. You see what I'm saying? So we know what's going on. The playing field being set. The scriptures have broke the whole playing field down. We know what's going on. We can lay down and peep that move in our sleep. Now we can peep all the moves now. I can watch the TV show and break the whole move down. You see what I'm saying? We know what's going on. Now what we gotta do, we gotta get the children prepared. We gotta start doing things like like I was telling like I was telling Daoud, we gotta start getting things organized as far as the elders. We gotta start reaching out with people who are in positions where we may, you know what I'm saying, need services. Like we don't know how to do anything about wounds. If things got tough and me and you was off in the woods, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what plants we could eat and what we could not eat. I don't know what a plant I could put on your on one of the children get cut. I don't know what plant to put on them and turn it into a paste and put on them that'll heal the wound. We gotta start, you know what I'm saying? We gotta start figuring that kind of stuff out now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because we could be out in the woods and baby girl done got cut. He got no band-aids, but see, it's something out there that can still heal that wound. We don't even know what it is. Our ancestors used to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely got to get back there.
Yeah, it's time to take what we know and then go back to the, you know what I'm saying? Because just like you say, if things happen like this, if certain things happen, then that's what we're gonna have to know. That's why Yahawashi was saying take the ways of the ancient path. He was talking about the scriptures and the ways of them, but he was also talking about even as far as survival tactics also. Yeah, we got to know that kind of stuff. If anybody got no medicine, she got a fever, what kind of tea can we give her? What you know what I'm saying? What can we give her here? What we can make out of a tea and make her feel better? You know what I'm saying? It's still other ways we, you know what I'm saying? And now we got to start figuring out that kind of stuff too now. You know what I'm saying? Got to.
Yeah. Cause that's gonna be
the path we on definitely is gonna put us in opposition. You see what I'm saying? So if we don't know how to, so meaning what I'm saying is we may not be able to get things what the system gives. Because in a minute, if it's on basically what I'm saying, if it's on a get from the system basis, if this world gets to a get from the system basis, then we instantly on the outs.
Yeah. And
so now if we don't know how to get stuff on out, right. So if we don't know how to survive, so if we don't know how to survive out of that system, so we hit. That's where endurance gonna come in there, because there's gonna be some people who don't know how to mend the cut and don't know how to do this. So get what they're gonna do. They're gonna dip and walk back to it. Look, man, I please let me back in. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we need to know these things, because see when that pressure get applied, when that life pressure, look at that show they be having on TV. That what's it called? Something naked. When folks died in the wilderness.
Naked and afraid.
Naked and afraid. Same thing can happen, boy. Same thing can happen. I keep. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna take from the system, if the system giving, and if you ain't with the ways of the system, then that's potentially how we'll be living. You see what I'm saying?
I pick up what you're putting down.
Right. Some people ain't gonna be able to take that. Some people gonna be, oh man, no, I'm finna go back. And I'm gonna tell you where y'all at. I'm finna go back. And then possibly for them to get back in, what shoot, you know where they at?
Yeah.
You want to get back and live lavish from the empire? Where they at? What you think gonna happen?
They gonna
That's what we
talk.
gotta get. That's why preparation now. Preparation, you get ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So we gotta get ready on a lot. So it's a lot of angles we gotta get ready on, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real. Just by saying that to you, you got me thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Real.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said me too.
Yeah. That's where we need the elders at. See, the same elder who you disrespecting, they know something about stuff you can use. Yeah. Grandma done been telling you that. Look, baby, just get that on. Like I remember when I used to get stung by bees, they be like, put tobacco on the bee sting. Ain't nobody never said that you get stung by bees. Every time I put tobacco on it, and it'll pull the stinger out. That's some of that throwback stuff right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, we
need. That's why the elders are influential. That's why they must be protected. Cause they know more natural remedies than we know. See, we just know medicine.
Yeah, that's gonna kill us. That's gonna
kill. What you gonna say?
That's gonna kill us putting the trick bag all the time going to them nuts.
Yeah, see, our ancestors know them remedies. Grandmama, great grandmama, they know them remedies.
Yeah.
We gotta, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, like I say, it's not on the yellow that release, but I got one in the cuff when I be like, industrious like the ant. We are all to take everybody who's in the truth for this and know what's going on and has seen through the matrix. We are all to use our talents for the assembly, the people, the mighty fist. I mean, so that meaning if you're a doctor and you don't woke up, you know something. If you're a lawyer and you woke up, you know something. If you're a school teacher and you woke up, you know something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All talents are supposed to be used for his will. The assembly, meaning if you was a doctor and you know what's going on and you love Yah, then you gonna tell us, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Lawyers, okay, you know what I'm saying? A pro bono team, we got, you know, so we got some brothers and sisters who've been, you know what I'm saying, wrongly, you know, in prison. Come on, help. You see what I'm saying? It's the assembly. Just like Voltron. Voltron, they used to be the, you know what I'm saying, you had the green cat, red cat, all that stuff, but when they combine, they turn to that big old machine. You see what I'm saying? That's what our me is. That's what the bride is. That's what the assembly is. It's all us together with Yah at the head.
Yeah.
We the body, Yah the head.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I noticed you mentioned that people are always looking for a leader. That's how they get pump fake too.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing we did in Kings. I mean, at the end of the book of Judges, we did the same thing then. We told the prophet Shemuel that we wanted kings like other nations, and he wouldn't have consulted with Yah about that. He was mad, and Yah was like, Yahuwah was like, shoot, I don't know what you mad for. They done disrespected me. This is what you go back and tell them. This what their king's gonna do. This what their king's gonna do for them. And it was a list of negative things. Shemuel went back and told them of what Yah said, and they still wanted kings. See, we had judges. Then that's when you read, and then so now when you read Kings 1, Kings 2, you see how each king did good for a little bit. It was only about 2 or 3 kings that did good. That was from the prophecy. What Shemuel told to the people, that what the kings would do. He said that's what the kings would do. See, once we ask for kings, we disrespected Yah right then. He said,
absolutely.
He said, I'm gonna give you kings, and this is what the king's gonna do to you. And I ain't talking about no kings of the nation. The kings of Yasharal was oppressive on the people, except for a few, except for Daoud and a few others. But a king would rise and the king would fall. Each king would start worshiping Baal and Asherah. Then another king would come and tear them things down. Then he'll do good for a while, and then he'll die. But then the king come right behind him and put the same and put them same idols back up.
Yeah.
But that happened all through First Kings and Second Kings. I was like, man, that's when I came up with the slogan, kings rise, kings fall. But a humble servant of Yah stands all. I'd rather be a servant than a king of Yah. You know what I'm saying? Because the kings will come up and the kings was rising and falling. The kings was coming and going, but the servants and the prophets and the workers for Yah, they was standing through it all. They might not have a highly position, but they was still there when the smoke cleared.
So is it
came and went?
So is it safe to say those who aspire to be a king been hit with the pump fake on the spiritual tip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kings rise, kings fall.
Yeah. Well, man, it's been a pleasure, man. We definitely gonna get you back on the Deprogram Show. What's the message you want to leave to the people before we get out of here?
A finger by itself can be broken, but a mighty fist is strong. None of these missions we can do can be accomplished by one man. We got to come together and become that mighty fist and build and become the assembly. So Yahuwah can come and be the head. We got to get back to the ancient paths.
Absolutely.
Stay focused and stay wicked free. I ain't gonna say sucker free. Stay focused and stay wicked free.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Stay focused and stay wicked free. The rest will fall in order.
Well, man, this is the Deprogram Show. I got my brother Uzzial. Y'all might know him as Slicc Pulla. And we will have him back in the building. And we gone.